was watching I was doing some yoga, and I restarted my program, um, and I did a healing drum circle class earlier, just trying new stuff, but um, I did like my 30 minutes of yoga, and I got on my computer to do my manifestation, like meditation, visualization stuff. And I wound up watching some other videos about stuff like that, and now I'm gonna try like scripting, which is basically just writing down. I wrote down my goals in my book here, and this is what I'm doing. It's like the mind body healing program I'm working on, and so they said to write down our goals for like as if we're not sick, and so I have a bunch of goals in there, like I guess it's supposed to be like as if we're not sick, what our life looks like in the next year or so. So I like worked on it right then, and I haven't revisited what I wrote down. But today, I guess I'll go more into like that healing circle that I joined. Like I went on to Meetup. It's like an app that my therapist told me about a couple months ago, and because I was gonna send a message to the host of the Grief Share program I'm in to tell them I'm not coming back, and I won't go into why, because it's negative, but I saw that there's like a new group in Johnson City, that you might be interested in, and it's like, what the heck, I've never seen anything in Johnson City on there. It's just like Austin or stuff like that. So I was like, okay, and it was like this drumming healing circle, and it started in 30 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I might not make this one tonight, but I'll go in 2 weeks. They have another one. And then I thought, maybe this is God. Like, why would I feel the urge to do that? Go to Meetup, see this, and I just felt like this really big pull to go to it, and so I said, okay, well, if this is you, God, I'm gonna get in the shower and I'll make it there on time, and I did. And it was interesting, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back. And I did, I said, if this is something you want me to do, let me know, and I'll come back, or if this is against your will. It's not like a religious thing or anything, but the guy did use the word altar at one point, and it's like they had rocks and stuff on it, and I don't know. When I heard the word altar, I was like, I don't know. But it's not like worshiping gods or like false idols or anything. It's just like a meditative kind of trance, inner. Well, my focus and intention, because you kind of focus on your intention or a question or something, and mine was inner healing. I saw that it was like a healing circle, and I was like, okay, healing, that's what I'm working on, this mind-body healing thing. And I just recently saw like a Chinese medicine doctor. Anyway, I guess I'm doing like a little update. I got up from doing this, like watching these YouTube videos, and all my animals are sleeping, and it's super cute. So I was just gonna film that, but here we are, and here's Tommy and Nova and Ananias are sleeping next to each other. But so yeah, it was like an intro to it, and so the leader went over like what it means, what we're focusing on, and like how it goes. And so the actual drumming part, I think it was only maybe 15, 20 minutes, I don't know. But my experience, because you're supposed to use like your imagination to envision this path, and it was like a guided meditation, and he asked us all to envision like a safe place, either a place we've been in nature, but for me, I don't really have places like that, so I create one. And I've envisioned being in this place before. It's like a slightly wooded space with flowing water. It's always got flowing water, and there's like sunlight coming through the trees, and it's just very peaceful. And then, you know, he's still doing the guided meditation. Envision that there's a path that you now see, and you're going to walk down this path, and, you know, whatever happens, happens. You know, he doesn't guide you into what's going to happen. But, and then I remember, you know, feeling the warmth on my skin from the sun, and not being hot or sweaty or anything. It was like super peaceful, kind of. And I remember like then at that moment imagining Ananias was with me, so I like had him, started envisioning him standing next to me. And then the guide or host, he said, no, you might meet like an animal or something like that. And so as I'm, you know, moving Ananias into my like safe space, having him next to me, I'm walking towards that path, you know, in my mind, and this like otter just appears in my mind, like my imagination, and I was like, okay, I don't know, you know, I think it'd be like a possum or something, but anyway, so it just kind of pointed me in the direction to go, which is like a one-way path, I guess. So I was walking down that path, you know, in my mind, and nothing scary, no spiders, no snakes, just like really calm environment. And my mouth got really wet, like I had to swallow a couple times, and I'm usually pretty dehydrated. I think I don't drink, I'm doing better with the water, but it was just very obvious, like that my mouth got super wet. And then I just remember thinking, or like mentally hearing in my mind, Jesus is the living water. And, you know, because I had been praying off and on, going over there throughout the thing, like, if any of this is against your will, let me feel uncomfortable so I can leave, or, but the guy made it very clear it's like not a religious thing or what have you, and it felt a bit like Native American to me, but I guess people have been doing these kinds of things for thousands of years. And anyway, so, you know, I'm like, I feel very hydrated, and I'm just thinking like Jesus is living water, and just feeling that comfort, that this like intention I have of inner healing, and because I'm checking in with Jesus and God and making sure this is okay, that I'm trying this. And it was like confirmation that he was there, you know, like on this, they call it a journey, on this like journey, or walking down this path with me. And I remember learning that phrase, Jesus is the living water, in one of our women's Bible studies. And so my mouth is doing it now too. But so that was really comforting. And then I'm walking, you know, in my imagination, I'm continuing to walk down this path, and I come to this clearing, and it's just beautiful, like wide open space with grass, and the wind is blowing and moving the grass and the flowers, and I just see this beautiful white horse not too far off in the distance. But I didn't know. I remember like wondering, is it a girl or a boy? I don't know why that was important to me, but I remember the whole time just thinking, she's not tethered, she doesn't have a saddle on, she doesn't have a bridle, she's like, she's free and she's wild. Not like she wasn't being crazy or anything, but she's free, she's independent, she's just enjoying nature and life. And I just remember this sense of peace. And then, because I was thinking, like, is this a boy or a girl? And it's a mare, and it just came to me that it was a female horse. And I don't know, I didn't know what to think of it at the time. I was just enjoying watching her. And feeling the warmth on actually feeling warmth on my face from like the sun, and just feeling very calm. And then like the drumming started to slow, and the session ended, and I was the first one to share my experience. And because they were saying sometimes new people might not, but I didn't, I don't know what to think of it. It was just like, it was a beautiful, like, imagination or thought or whatever. But the leader was saying, I said, well, what do horses mean with this? Or what would a white mare mean? And he said, well, the way we see it is like the animal as a species or as a whole. It's not the female horse, it's all horses, and I was very specific about her not having any stuff on. Like she was just a horse. She wasn't someone's property, no one was riding her. And so anyway, I kind of, it was just a very simple like imagery, just super peaceful. And he said, yeah, horses are very powerful creatures, and just because I went in there with the intention of like inner healing. And another member said, well, you were very clear about saying she didn't have any of the bridles or anything on, and she was free and independent. And maybe that's, I thought maybe that's me, maybe I have this, the answer is within me. And that's what this mind body healing thing is teaching us, is we have this power in us to heal ourselves, and I don't know, it was beautiful to me. And just really, really peaceful. And I loved that it involved like Jesus being the living water. And I think that aspect of it in the middle of the experience made it even more calming and like hopeful and stuff to me. So maybe that horse was that free mare, that independent, powerful mare, was like me realizing that I'm like a powerful, independent, I don't know what it means, but it felt nice. And anyway, I came home, did my yoga. I'm getting back to my yoga, and I'm just really working on this positive mindset, and really like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, just doing well, honestly. And physically ups and downs, but I'm remaining positive and hopeful. And I think that's going to have a big impact. And so anyway, I did my like meditation, and I was reading about scripting. This one lady I subscribe to, Life by Lucy, she does a lot of like visualization meditations, and that's part of what we're doing in this program. And visualizing our life without illnesses, and writing down our goals and stuff. But I was watching, I don't know how I got to that specific video, but the first one that popped up was scripting, and she explains how to do it. It's, visualizing, manifesting these good things that you want to happen in your life and them coming true, or if you have the right energy and mindset and things. And so it just involves like writing it down, writing a letter. She explained, like, you can write a letter to the universe, like in my case, and what she said, you could write a letter to God, or so that's what I'll be doing, like thanking God for this, and then writing it. She said like 4 to 6 things, don't make it too complicated, but writing it as if those things have already happened, and then thanking God for taking care of me, and like breaking them down into each separate thing. So like, say, for example, I have my rehabber's license, and I've been placed with a baby possum, like a dream come true for me. But then the second sentence, well, the first sentence would be, thank you, God, thank you, Jesus, for this, and then I've been placed with a baby possum to rehab or whatever. And then the second sentence would be how it makes me feel, as if I'm already living that way. So, I'm so blessed to have this creature that's so sweet, or, and then the end of the letter, you can put all 4 to 6, in that letter. And then the end of the letter would be, again, thanking God, and Jesus in my case. And then I guess you read it every morning, right when you wake up. First thing you do, you read the letter out loud, and then right before you fall asleep, same thing. So I'm gonna try that, and see how it goes. And then, I'm turning off my computer, and I turn around and see my animal, cute. So, but anyway, I'm doing good. So I don't know why I'm doing this update, but I had a pretty good day. So, interesting day, I guess, with the drumming. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna make a vision board, and I got stuff to start cross stitching, because I'm gonna start my very first hobby at the age of 39. So yep, that's how life's going, I guess, tonight. But anyway, thanks for watching, listening, if you're still here. Bye.